Hi. Well, I just wanted to show you really quick what I picked up when I was at Ulta today. And I went in for three things. And I came out with more than three things. I can't go in and just get what I have on my list. I don't know. Are you good like that? Do you go in and say, this is what I need, and you only get those things? But for me, it's like a kid in a candy shop. I can't do it. So what I went in for this is the first thing I went in for. This is Murad's clarifying cleanser, and it's the number one step. And my husband uses this. I got him hooked on this, and he had been using something from the drugstore, and I got a small sample in a Sephora pouch. I don't know, it came together, and it was like a little teeny tiny guy like this. Here, try this, you might like it. He's like, wow, my skin is so much better. And he only uses this. He doesn't use like the 3-step from Murad for the acne like line. He just uses this and he loves it. And I did, last time I was at Ulta, I got the little small spot, blemish spot treatment, and he uses that when he gets a breakout, and so do I occasionally. But he loves this stuff. So he was almost out, and I said, hey, you're almost out. I'm going to pick up a few things for myself. Do you want some more? And he's like, yes. He's like, I don't want to break into my travel size, because he has a smaller travel size. And so I picked him up some of this. So this is not even for me, it's for my husband. But my face wash is almost out, and I have been loving, I started in January using this line. It's called Exuviance. And this is their bioactive wash, and it's supposed to be from their age reverse line. Well, it is from their age reverse line. Let me see if I can show it to you. Anyway, I'm using my laptop today. I'm being lazy. This means I don't have to edit. If I use my little HD camera, it'll take me forever to edit. Anyway, but it comes looking like this in this pump. And what I love about this, it's their bioactive wash. It exfoliates. It actually, it pumps out like a foam. And this is, how many ounces is this? I should say on here. It's 4.2, but this thing lasts me like almost 4 months. And it is, I think, $36, but it's a lot less expensive than what I had been using. I've been using nothing but Lancome products up until January. I said, I'm going to see if I can find a less expensive way to keep my skin looking gorgeous. And this Exuviance line actually gets my skin looking better than everything I had been using through Lancome, and less expensive and better. And I haven't even started using any of their serums yet. Right now I'm just using face wash, night cream, day cream, and eye cream. 4 things. And my skin is better. And I have maybe, since I started using this, I might have had 4 breakouts. And I'm talking like 1 eruption. And before I was having like 4 to 5 eruptions a month. And so for me, this has really helped. And before, I used to have like perfect skin all the time. And I know is that as we age, our skin changes. And so what had been working for me before stopped working for me. So I needed to try something else. And this new line, this Exuviance line, it's not new, but it's new to me. I love it. It's less expensive. My skin likes it better. And it could just be because at 38, my skin is changing. And I really like it. And it's dermatologist developed. And it's fantastic. And the only place I can get it, I'm sure you can probably purchase it online, but the only place I can go to a storefront and get it is at Ulta. So that's where I go and I get it. So I was running low on their bioactive wash, which stimulates cell renewal, retexturizes your skin, and gently exfoliates. So I just put a pump of it on my, what's that? I have one of those face brushes. Oh, I forget what it's called now. Anyway, I love it. I use it all the time in the shower. It's kind of the expensive one. Anyway, and then I also got their eye contour. It's the age reverse. It has peptides, caffeine, botanicals, lifts and firms, reduce crow's feet and puffiness, and this thing works. I love this thing. And what I love about this whole line, and I haven't showed you anything else about it, but their night cream and their day cream come in little containers that dispense as you pump. It actually, no air gets in there, so the whole container collapses in on itself. And this container here does something similar. This was $75, and this here is half an ounce. So this is kind of their eye cream, and their serums are the more expensive. And the other ones are like $40 to $50 for 1.7 ounces for face cream. But you only need 1 pump because they're so full of active ingredients. I love them. So I can't say enough good stuff about Exuviance. But what I love about this is that the little stopper at the bottom, not this one, but the one on the inside, continues to go up so no air gets in the container, and it stays factory perfect with no air contaminating the inside. So you don't stick your finger in a pot, or nothing changes. The air does not get to this, and all the ingredients stay fantastic the whole time. And I love that about this whole line. Could not say anything better about it. Okay, so after that, those are the 3 things I went to get. And then I thought, you know what? I started using Deva Curl products when I got Deva Curl samples in my Birchbox. I think it was in June. And I liked what it did for my hair. And my hair, I don't know if you've noticed, is not quite as and so I've been using their sulfate-free shampoo, which is called No Poo. And it's a funny name, but my hair really likes it. And it really hydrates my hair. And then I use their One conditioner, which is also super hydrating. And then I've been using their Ultra Define Gel. So it's their 3-step process. And then I thought, you know, this is their Mr. Right, and it kind of helps to reactivate any curls that get kind of frizzy or limp throughout the day, and helps to reactivate also whatever Deva products you have in your hair to help rehydrate and to bring down the frizz. So if you over touch your hair, like I'm used to doing that. And I got the big size. So this was, what was this, like 18 something? $18.95. So I got that today. And then I thought, oh, you know what? I've never really been happy with the concealer products I have. So what do they have? And guess what I found when I was looking around? And I'd been to Sephora for it. I'd been to like 3 Sephoras, a couple in California. And of course I knew that my local Sephora and JCPenney's was not going to have it, but I thought I'd ask. It was Amazing Cosmetics Amazing Concealer. I have been looking for this stuff. And I know that, you know, when I first tried it about 8 or 9 years ago, I couldn't go to a storefront and find it because there just wasn't anybody selling it. I could only find it online, and I had to kind of take a stab in the dark at which color was good for me. And it was really hard because there was no return policy. And I was like, oh, that stuff is expensive. And what if it's not right? And like, oh, I'm just gonna, that one. And it worked really well. But because it came in a really large container and you only need a little tiny amount of it, after like 2.5, 3 years, I'm like, I'm just gonna toss it because I've had it for so long and I didn't even get anywhere near like even halfway done with it. So I'm glad they have these newer small containers. And so instead of having like this little here, how many ounces is this? Oh, I love this. This is like 0.2 fluid ounces, but you really need the size of like the size of a pin head to like conceal spots. So another, like they're one of their full size tubes would be like this. They would probably even be more like a ½ ounce. And it's normally $48. And this was like $28. And I'm like, I would probably want to even finish this before it's time to toss. And so I got this one. This one is, I believe it's fair. I'm wondering if it even might be a little light now that I'm getting some color for summer. But if it is, I might just tuck it away till September when I start to spend less time in the sun and my skin starts to tone down. But the coverage is amazing. Like, and that's why they call it Amazing Concealer. But I love the new smaller size. I think that's great. And if you want to try it out, Ulta carries it. A lot of Sephoras carry it, but there has to be a large enough Sephora store. The other thing is, if you know what your color is, you can also buy it on Sephora.com. And if you have a storefront, like maybe a little boutique or something in town that carries this stuff, go try it out. It's like, it's one of my top 2 concealers ever. There we go. And then the girl who was helping me said, you know, if you're having problems, I was telling her, all of my concealers, I wear, you know, a good eye cream. And even though it settles in and I don't put it like all the way up to here, I kind of put it down in here. I know with the warmth of my skin, it tends to travel up. I'm still getting, even the ones that are supposed to be creaseless, they still crease. She's like, okay, let's do something. She goes, do you use anything for your eyes? Like, an eye primer. I'm like, absolutely, I use an eye primer. She asked me what I use. I told her I've been using NARS eye primer, and then I had been using some other things. I have been using something from Make. I have been using, I told her I've just been using some of the samples and stuff that come in some of my subscription boxes. She goes, if you haven't tried it, and I said I have it, it's been years. She says, go try the new stuff. They have an anti-aging something from Urban Decay. So this is the new, I love it, anti-aging Urban Decay. And it's, of course, their primer potion. And she says what's great about this is that you can use it here, but you can also use it under here. And she says, and if this helps, you know, instead of using like face primer under your eyes, this is made especially for eye area, and it has anti-aging properties in it. And then, you know, let it set and then put your concealer on top. She goes, let's see if that helps, you know, with the transfer or the, you know, settling in the creases, because even this creaseless stuff still ends up kind of, because my eyes are greasy. I guess that's a good thing. It means they'll won't get so crinkly sooner, but it doesn't make for like a perfect eye all the time. And the last thing I got for myself, and I really couldn't help myself, I'm a sucker for a white nail. And I know that, of course, like, you know, give it another 6 months and who cares about this whole textured nail trend. But my cousin had this and she showed it to me and I was like, oh, what's on your nails? I have to have that. And of course, I've seen swatches of it and I didn't really love it. But when I saw it in person, oh, I had to have it. This is one of the OPI James Bond liquid sands. And this one is Solitaire. I don't know if you can see it very well here. Probably not. Well, trust me, this is called Solitaire. And this little white bottle of goodness here, if I can get it close enough where you can see it here. Oh boy, my camera is not good on my laptop. I apologize. But basically, it has little silver sparkles in it. It has, so it's not one of those, it dries to a matte finish, but you'll see a lot of silver sparkles in there. It has that really fun texture to it, not glossy, silver sparkles, and it just, I don't know, I'm a sucker for a white nail in the summertime. I wear it all year long, but I especially love white nails in the summer. And I've been wearing a lot of, you know, really vibrant colors recently, and this happens to be Josie from Zoya from their summer collection. And so I'm ready to try something a little bit more, you know, subdued. And I don't know if it's subdued because it has glitter, but I'm gonna wear it. I think it's my next manicure coming up. So that was my Ulta haul, and I spent $237. Yeah, I spent a lot. But I don't think I'll be going back to Ulta for a while because I'm all out of cash, girls. Anyway, hey, thanks for watching. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.